If you're not streamlined, what's that cause? What's the result?
Well, this thing's basically hanging on that teeter bolt, okay?
Right.
And if you, in an exaggerated case of that, you can actually get it to the point where you actually start losing rotor effectiveness. That's really going to.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. And you'll see that is when I start giving you emergencies. Okay. You'll start turning and you'll put that rudder in there, and you'll be skidding like a son of a bitch, okay? And that's dangerous. Okay. So in this, it's important to fly and trim, okay, and avoid any skidding or slipping. Now, on final, when you're landing in a crosswind, you have to slip.
Sure.
So you ignored it. Right. So when you're lined up in final, you're ignoring that. Up until that point, you want to be in balance.
In the same way in takeoff.
And you'll see it just behaves a hell of a lot better in balance. It really gets draggy because you get all that fuselage drag if you're not in balance. And then the other thing is to try to fly and trim as much as possible. And pitch is your speed control. So we'll be doing turns today, and when you tilt the rotor, the aerodynamic load goes up.
Right.
Okay? And how we commonly fix that, you don't need it in power parachute, but how you commonly fix that in airplanes is pitch a little. But we don't in the gyro. We add just a little bit of power. Sometimes no more than 50 RPM.
Well, you can't even see that. I've felt you move that when we've turned before, and
so we're going to be doing maneuvers that you're going to have to be proficient in anyway. But a lot of the purpose of the maneuvers is to get you to start paying attention to these things. So. And you'll find that once you are, and you're flying it in trim and in balance, then the maneuvers all of a sudden start to become easier. Okay, and you're holding your altitude and you're holding your speed. So what we're going to do today is we'll take off, and I think the best thing to do is we'll take off 10 and then fly up the river and hit the canal, and then go out to the west here. Okay. And we'll do rectangular patterns and steep turns. Okay. And then we'll probably come back in and start working the pattern a bit, okay? Rather than doing stop and goes, we're going to do
touch and goes.
Touch and goes. Okay. And here again, I know I was guilty of this. That's why I don't want you to be guilty of it. On landing, there's two important principles on landing. No drift, and always finish the landing.
Right.
Okay. So there's a number of ways you can do this. Okay. What you've done the last couple of times hasn't caused the tail to strike, but came close. Okay. And so when you go to finish the landing, you just whatever pressure it takes to keep the nose off, and no more than that. Okay?
All right.
So that when you finish, the nose is not way up here; it's more like here. Okay. And then as soon as you feel yourself stopped, just relax and the nose comes down. In high enough wind, if you didn't relax, you'd actually see yourself start to back up. And as soon as you sense backing up, don't react quickly. Just start relaxing, and first of all, it will go away, and then the nose will start to drop.
All right.
So landing. Rounding low to the ground and then just feeling for the ground, because we don't have to full stall it on. We just basically fly it on by getting the nose high enough and just feeling for the ground, and then continuing that motion to stop, and then relaxing, and then we'll go. Okay, and so the go is you come back with the back. Now, based on speed, the nose, if you're going faster, the nose could come up right away. Okay, so that's something you have to send. So you come back and come in with power, and usually at that point, because you're rolling, you can just go full takeoff power.
Okay.
And
finish the
nose. Okay. Because you're usually on a touch and go, you get off pretty quick. Okay. And so we'll go out and do that air work for about a half hour, and then come back and try to work the pattern for about a half hour.
All right.